Hey. Well, hello. Today is Monday the 23rd, 22nd? I think it's 22nd. Is it the first day of summer? Yeah, it kind of feels like it. This is my normal taking control of your day post broadcast, and I like to talk to the Mel Robbins 5 second rule group because a lot of times you have to a lot of times we are prisoners of our own procrastination, or just we know we have to do something, we don't do it. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, do it. If you're a member of the Mel Robbins 5 second rule group, I don't have to tell you that, but that's why I post here. I also put up a Wayne Dyer quote, and usually Wayne Dyer, it's easy, and but today's is pretty good because it's about being peaceful and avoiding conflict. And it's not always easy to do. Today, my taking control of my day was, definitely started out with, well, that's what I do. I come on here and I'm just going to say what I did. You wake up with intention, you list out the things you're grateful for, and I already knew last night that I had something going on today. So, yeah, I had some showings. I haven't done any client showings for houses for a while, and there's a lot of rules and regulations, and so had to be ready for that. And it was early, first thing, showed 3 houses, and it was great. It was awesome. So I was really happy about that, but you have to be prepared for it. There's all kinds of things that you have to do. So that went right to my to-do list, but then the rest of the day I was like, hey, wait, something actually went the way it was supposed to go. What now? So it's kind of easy when there's fatigue and there's confusion and there's stresses and pressures of other things to let your mind go somewhere else that's not necessarily the most positive. So that's why it's really important to take control. And you are the only one responsible for your thoughts and your attitudes and all of that. So that's why it's so important. Are you disappointed because he's not on here? He's out making dinner. Yeah, sometimes it's just being together all the time isn't always the greatest thing. We think we're always having fun. It's just everybody has their own agenda, their own schedule, their own things to do, and so whatever the case may be, whether it's mood or if you actually have a lot going on, or whether you have a huge age difference or whatever, it's just sometimes you just got to do things on your own. But when you are going through this pandemic where you kind of have to coexist. So I'm back in a room here, so he can make noise if he wants. and hi Brad, hey Debbie, hey Lori. You guys are on the Mel Robbins group. No, but Jenny is, and you guys are on my site. So I appreciate you being here. Like I said, I like to come on here. For some reason, I tend to have Mondays, and Mondays. This wasn't as bad as the last couple, but sometimes my Mondays aren't the greatest because for whatever reason, I think I've probably so many years, decades of conditioning myself for Mondays. The normal stresses just kind of come about. But it is on your head. Things definitely get better. And especially when you look back on them and you're almost embarrassed. It's like, why did I have an attitude? It was good. It's really a lot easier to live in the moment when you look back on that moment that you should have lived in. Does that make sense? Because when you're in it, sometimes you forget, getting frustrated and things like that. A lot of even though we set out to make changes, change takes work, and we definitely we slip back into the old self. And the old self for me is it's got some limitations that I like to overcome. I'm waiting for one of my internet connections. There it is. It keeps coming in and out. Technology's kind of been a challenge lately. It seems like the further we get along, the more technology advances, the more problems that they have with connection. I think, in fact, yesterday the whole intention was to go to the ocean and enjoy, and everything was closed. And then getting lost, but you couldn't find your way because internet doesn't work anywhere down there. There's no signal at all, so you can't access your Google Maps or anywhere to get some direction. And also you can't reply to social media posts on Father's Day of all days, and so people get kind of funny about that. So sometimes it's best just to make what's going on now, what you're gonna do. Make that the decision. Hey Aaron, thank you. Yeah, Monday, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A lot. Yep. And hi Jen. And so I'm glad that I'm not alone. Of course, some people that watch this are in Australia or in one of the Asian countries that it's tomorrow. So they're on a Tuesday. But it does get better. It always does. One thing that I like that a few people I know say, and that is everything will always work out. Always does. Sometimes it's not exactly the way you wanted it, but it will work out and it'll pass. Hey Diane. Yeah, and so have you taken control of your day? Have you made the best of it? Have you recognized things that you need to change, and have you committed to making those changes? Did you look at your phone first, or read or watch something on the news or something really negative and react to it? That's another struggle for me too. But eventually you have to kind of let it in and let it go. I think that's going to be my new little statement there. I know I keep taking these out. Hey Tanya, yeah, that's my buddy. You're on my regular page. So yeah. Hope you're making the best of everything that's going on. That's challenging, and recognizing all that's good, because there's a lot that's good, and sort of turning away from things that make you feel anxious and bad. So it's always a good idea. And most of all, if you're feeling bad, it always helps to help somebody else, to see what you can do to reach out to somebody else and help them, especially if they're struggling, attitude-wise or mentally or otherwise. So I think I've said enough for now, and hopefully you have had an awesome Monday, and your Tuesday will be great too, and go out there and do something good for somebody else, but especially for you. All right, take care. Talk to you tomorrow.